Well, welcome once again to the Funny Farm. This week we, with the help of a good friend, got the cylinder heads down here on the boat, the other manifold, and the intake manifold, which has been refinished. So we've got all the parts we need to start to put this back together. And we just vacuumed out the cylinder bores, coated them with a little oil, and we're about to put on the head gasket and then the first head, which is sitting over here. And I will leave the camera on during that because it should be pretty funny watching me lift it up. So let's get started. Okay, after 5 painful attempts, pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. We got the outboard head on, and I've got 5 of the outboard bolts on right now. And we're using these all new hardware from Bolt Depot, and new hardware really goes in nice and easy. Okay, here we are with both of the heads on, as I just said, and nice and clean. They went on okay. Took a little struggling over on this side. Leaning across the engine is not easy. And while these things aren't all that heavy, I think 55 pounds or something, they can be a little difficult to handle. Get them on those little pins, little dowels that stick out of the block. But we finally got them on. So we lightly oiled the bolts and put them all back in. There's 10 on each side. You can see those nice new little heads sticking up. They're torqued down now to 50 foot-pounds. We're going to go back and do 120 in a minute and move on to assembling the rocker arm assemblies. This job has been interesting, to say the least. We've got the heads torqued down. They came out good. We're about to install the rocker arm assemblies, push rods, and got there's a lot of oil trapped in the top of the block where the push rods go down, and we're going to just before we put the push rods in, we thought maybe we'd take a look and see what was going on with those puddles of oil in there. They're indentations that are cast right into the block, so they're okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but we did notice when we sopped some of that oil out of there with paper towels, there was some sediment down in the bottom. That's probably from years of oil changes and oil getting trapped in these little valleys in the casting. So we're going to just clean that out, and I'll just show you what I'm talking about here. I don't think it's necessarily all that important, but since we've got it all apart, before I put it together with anything in there that shouldn't be nice and clean. So I'll give you a shot at that, show you what we're doing. Here's the area that I'm talking about. On this side, I've gone along with a paper towel and I've sopped up the oil. It's right down in here, for instance. And a little sediment coming out of there. So I'm going to do this side. You can see one of those valleys right there in the casting. I stuff a paper towel in there and suck that stuff up. If I can keep the camera on it. And you can see a little dark sediment, just crap from the oil, I guess. It's collected there over the years, and I'm going to go down in each one of these areas in this casting and sop that oil out. And before I put the untacked manifold in, I'll pour some fresh oil in there, just so it doesn't starve when it starts up. Well, that's the rocker arm assembly on this side, though, both sides now. It's not tight, obviously. I'm going to have to bring those half-inch bolts down a little bit tighter, and then the rocker arm shaft on both sides has to be tightened to 200 inch-pounds, which we'll do later. Kind of interesting to see it go together, or to put it together. Absolutely nothing like General Motors that I'm used to. They're not adjustable. You just tighten them down, and hydraulic valves just take care of the lash. They have in the past. Gotta tighten these guys. Yep, there we go. They're actually opening a couple of the valves. I'm doing a very good job of showing you anything here. Probably useless. Try to show this, but do the best we can. All that red stuff in there is Loctite assembly lube, which is red. Put it on both ends of the push rods before I install them.